All right, and in Donald Trump's new tariff wave, a sweeping 25% duty slapped on Indian exports, one of the steepest rates among Asian nations. Trump cited India's high trade barriers, but also took aim at New Delhi's growing ties with Russia and its active role in BRICS. He posted online, "They can take their dead economies down together for all I care." A clear signal. Trump is now using tariffs not just for trade, but his leverage on broader diplomatic issues. For India, once the most optimistic country about a second Trump term, the reality is quickly shifting. Similarly, Trump's closing in on Pakistan has a strategic angle to it. Pakistan's vocal support to Trump's Nobel Prize bid and supposed oil reserves have helped them secure major trade concessions. Trump's tariff playbook is expanding, mixing economic pressure with geopolitical demands. Brazil was hit with a 50% tariff threat over a domestic probe into Trump ally Jair Bolsonaro. Canada faced a similar warning for recognizing a Palestinian state. The UK's Prime Minister Keir Starmer was pressed on oil taxes and immigration, not trade. While the EU, Japan and South Korea have largely complied, neutral countries like India, Brazil and Canada are showing signs of resistance. Yet Trump's team insists it's working. Tariff-driven revenue has surged and several partners rushed to strike deals. Trump's strategy marks a shift from traditional sanctions to raw market leverage. Instead of freezing finance, he is weaponizing access to the world's largest consumer economy. The result? Billions in customs revenue, record-breaking US stock markets, but also economic friction. China retaliated by curbing rare earth exports, forcing partial US reversals. Mexico won a 90-day tariff delay by pushing back. Brazil's President Lula da Silva gained poll support by holding firm, leading to some exemptions. India and Russia remain defiant. Whether this tactic strengthens US global dominance or alienates long-term partners remains an open question. All right, joining us on the broadcast is our Assistant Editor, Foreign Affairs, Siddhant Sibal. Siddhant, thank you so much for joining us. I mean, since April, tariffs is all anyone can really talk about. It has had a major impact. There have been discussions around it, parlays. India, of course, as we know, the United States President has slapped 25% tariffs on India. What does that mean for the India-US trade ties and just ties in general between the two?
Well, I think the comments made by Donald Trump on 30th of July is something that will reverberate for a long time in India-US relationship. I do not remember since the nuclear test of 1998 when the relationship was at such a low point. This time around, of course, US President Donald Trump has used words and sentences that, of course, will be stuck not only in the relationship but also in the trading part. Now, 25% is the tariff that have been imposed on India. But clearly Donald Trump tried to use Pakistan as a bargaining chip to negotiate with India. Completely wrong way to negotiate with India using Pakistan, because that's not only the red line, but that is the de facto no-go area when it comes to having conversations with India. And that is where Donald Trump has gone. So it is highly likely that it will take time for the relationship to get back. We know that later this year, India is expected to host the Quad Summit as well. There will be a big question that whether Donald Trump will be coming to India, because he will be keen to have a trade deal. But there are sensitive areas where Indian policymakers will never go. As the Indian Commerce Minister Piyush Goyal yesterday said in both houses of the parliament, it's the agriculture, MSME and the entrepreneurs who will be protected. And agriculture is quite sensitive topic here in India. Several countries have been keen to negotiate on that, but nobody has been able to go in that area. We saw the New Zealand Prime Minister visiting India earlier this year, and he was very keen that the dairy sector is open. So every negotiations have their ifs and buts, but Donald Trump clearly has gone to an area which is a no-go area. Touching Pakistan is something that means losing friends here in Delhi.
Right, absolutely, Siddhant. Thank you so much for bringing us the latest on this. You've aptly summarized this whole thing for us. Of course, there will be more discussion required as and when more developments come in on this front. Thank you so much for now, Siddhant.